Chapter 26. Once Leon Dobbs' aunt left the apartment building, Rodney gave the order for his guys to move in. The fight only lasted a few minutes, with one of his guys getting grazed by a bullet. Dobbs was hit multiple times in the chest and stomach. Surprised how armed the discount hitmen had been, Rodney knew he could have lost a lot of men. He entered the apartment. Leon Blackout Dobbs was on the floor, leaning against the wall. Bullet holes riddled the man's corpse. "Did he say anything?" Rodney asked his men. One of his men told him Blackout was dead before he hit the floor. He looked around the apartment, hoping to discover something that would lead them to the person who hired the hitman. He came across a broken picture frame on the floor. He crouched down to pick it up. The image inside had been taken at some kind of family event, it seemed. Rodney's eyes widened as things became crystal clear. Chapter 27. Instead of going down to the station to give her official statement about the shooting, Tracy took off in her car. She knew Kira's time would be running short if King Po discovered the connection between them. The detective drove around for hours before making her way to the young woman's grandmother's house. She thought it would be better for her to park further down the road, just in case someone was watching the house. Tracy quietly cursed in frustration. Parked in front of the house, multiple police cars littered the road. She squinted from where she sat. The coroner brought out a body in a body bag. She couldn't go any closer. The homicide detectives would be looking for her and her answers about the death of her partner. She sighed as she stepped from the vehicle. Tracy made her way to a man leaning against a telephone pole across the street. She narrowed her eyes as she walked. The guy was watching the house. "Excuse me, sir," she asked. The man turned to her with a frosty glare. "I was wondering if you saw anything that happened at the house?" "Why do you want to know?" he spat out. She glanced around, aware of potential eyes on them. "I am just questioning the people in the area to see if anyone saw anything," she explained. "My name is Detective Tracy Richards." He pulled out his gun and pointed it at the woman. "You're the detective my cousin saved," the man roared out. "Your cousin? Dante? Well, yes, he saved my life. Now, please lower your weapon. There are dozens of police officers right down the street." The man was full of rage. "You're the reason my grandma's dead." Tracy gasped. The guy was Kira's older brother, Brian. "Is that the body they were carrying out of the house?" "She had nothing to do with anything, and now she's dead because of you." The detective frowned in a state of confusion. "What do you mean?" she asked. The guy looked close to a boiling point. "They killed her in retaliation for Dante saving you," he howled, rage making the veins in his neck bulge. She was saddened by the news, but relief came over her. She now knew it wasn't Kira. "The person who is responsible is King Po," she explained. But Dante inadvertently saving her, it had resulted in their grandmother's death. "I was working with your sister Kira to bring him down." Uncertainty covered Brian's face. "What?" "Little Eric's father, Eric Richards, was my younger brother. He was killed in the crossfire of a shootout. His only crime was being in the wrong place at the wrong time." "Where is my sister?" he demanded, a look of panic flooding his features. "I don't know. I believe King Po discovered she was working with me or suspects she is. I believe her life is in great danger." Brian lowered his gun, and Tracy moved closer to him. "Brian, please help me find Kira." He hesitated for a moment. "Let's go get my sister," he replied, putting his gun in the waistband of his pants.